Okay, just another problem with this that I'll just point out. Every time the 3 different service technicians came out, what they actually did was replace what's behind this here. Now, this is the the solenoid mechanism that locks the door shut when it's in use, and it makes that clicking noise when it locks and unlocks. Now, you can actually see, possibly, if I've got a torch around the place. Here we go. You might just be able to see it down there. You can actually reach it fairly easily with your hand if you slide it past that red looking weight there. And basically what it does is it has 2 electromagnets in it. One presumably is to lock it and the other unlocks it when there's power going to it. Now, every time the technicians come out, they always said that they find that actually that is the biggest problem with this machine, is that those actually overheat and fail, and so the machine can't actually start its cycles until it's locked, and so if it can't lock or unlock, then you can't actually use the machine. Now, I haven't had that problem, even though they actually replaced it for me for free once, just as a preventative thing. I suppose if yours fails and you figure out that that's the problem, I think the best thing to do is to just buy a spare part one, because it's not very easy to repair a set of solenoids without finding an exact spare replacement. The other huge issue with this machine, aside from the fan blower, I suppose, is this thing. So this is actually really clean now, because when I was pressure cleaning the other parts, I actually took this off as well and looked a bit strange outside, people walking by wondering what the hell I was doing, but I was pressure cleaning all of the huge accumulated, basically it was like a sheet of like fibers and dust and all the crap that you'd put into the machine that doesn't get sucked out with the water will instead eventually find its way in here. And so it took about 20 minutes with the pressure cleaner to try and clean it out, because it also gets caught up in here where the water flows down and through this sort of strange little pressure equalizing thing that I don't really care that much about, but yeah, it was all clogged up, and so I found that once you take it off, because it undoes from that flexible hose, and it's off here, you just take it outside, clean it with a garden hose, or if you've got one, with a pressure cleaner, and then your efficiency of the system will be so much better, because you don't have this giant blockage here where the water cooling thing I showed you before should be happening. Aside from that, I think it's pretty much alright. There's a slow leak that makes a few drips every, say, year, and that comes from somewhere around the main seal where the drum's been sealed, but like there's literally like a nut every say 2 inches. Like there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and it's like I can't be bothered to take the entire thing apart and actually look for a tiny leak like that, so it can just stay there. Aside from that, I think that's pretty much it with this machine. I've tested it since I spent yesterday doing this little overhaul on it, and it seems to be working alright, so I guess now it's time to put the cover back on, and yeah, hopefully we'll get a few more years out of it yet. It'll be great. Alright, thanks a lot.